So when I talk about taking the system to another place, I'm not saying consumers should lose their selection. I'm saying that if you had a food system like this in Chicago that had a local farm, and when that local farm's product was ready to be harvested, this food system was automatically shifting to that source, and then when that product isn't available, the food system's then complementing it, supplementing it with good growers from California. You know, just think about the amount of petroleum you would save alone by moving the production closer to the cities, even if it was just for 1 or 2 months out of the year. And so that's a potential I see on a bigger scale of this. So I think we have one last question, or okay, one last question.
Did your farm grew to the size it's now because your choice, or were you driven?
So the question was, did the farm grow to the size it is now because of our decision, or were we driven? The answer was both. We could have stayed at 200 acres, and had we done that, then probably closer to 90% of our production would be through the system. I, however, believe that the efficiency in the medium-sized farm is something that needs to be cherished. And when I talk about a medium-sized farm, it is probably a lot larger than what we're used to talking about. I'm talking like 5, 6, 7, 800 acres. And I think that that's the amount of land that one full-time person could manage and still know the ins and outs of every field. When you get into these farms that are 6, 7, 8, 9, 20,000 acres, the connection between the person making the decisions with the authority to make decisions and the land has been completely lost. And so we believe that this farm fresh seed is going to move on, and we want to keep the production of our farm above the demand of it for this incubation period. Thank you very much. I'll be around if you have any questions.
Well, thank you very much, Thaddeus. Thaddeus spoke about our food system and how it's segmented between those who grow and those who market and those who retail. And as we get ready to move into our workshops, I'm wincing to say that that's kind of how we organized ourselves. So I want to encourage you as we go into the workshops is don't feel locked into any single track. If you want to visit a workshop on growing in the morning and then move to something on marketing in the afternoon and get the full breadth of experience that's here to offer. Thaddeus said that he is going to be around a while. I'm sorry we had to cut off questions, but feel free to come up afterwards. I know he'd be happy to answer more of your questions. I was asked by my table mates to pass on a couple other reminders. First of all, we do have some volunteers who are translating for people for whom English is not their first language, so you may find them in your room. They're doing it as a whispered translation. They're doing their best to not be obtrusive. We appreciate your patience in allowing them to do this because it does help to expand the education to a broader audience, and we appreciate all of you in helping your cooperation with that. Secondly, someone at my table, through a very fun ringtone, reminded me to ask all of you to please put your cell phones on silent during the session, just out of respect for all of our speakers. So all of our workshops begin at 10:30. The workshops are in Edgewater B, C, and D. Those 3 rooms are behind us. They're accessible through the exhibit area. Also, the Basil's Den room is the one right behind the hotel restaurant. Just follow the path up towards the buffet, and you'll find the Basil's Den room there. And Suite 30 Center is in the conference center, which is the other pink building that's a little further away. It's where we had many of the short courses yesterday. So there's a map on page 39 of your conference booklet that can help you find your way. Please remember there's the coffee break going on from 10 to 10:45 in the exhibit area. It's brought to us by Lafayette Books. So pick up some coffee on your way to your session and spend some time meeting with the exhibitors. We'll be back in this room for our networking lunch. So lunch is a ticketed event, so please have your tickets available. And please fill out your evaluation forms in each session. There's also in each of your bags an evaluation form for the conference as a whole. If you look at it, you'll see the bottom part, the last 3 inches tears off. That's what enters you in our late bird raffle, where we have gift cards, and that raffle will be done at 12:45, the last thing on the